In today's video, we'll be learning how to install a Panini mIDeal on a Windows PC. To begin, let's make sure the mIDeal is powered on and connected via USB with the blue flaps open. And we will navigate to Device Manager to make sure the PC has picked up the connection to the mIDeal. Let's go ahead and hit the Start button in the bottom left, right-click Computer, and select Manage. This will bring up the Computer Management Console. In this window, go to the left and select Device Manager. You can see in Device Manager the scanner has been picked up as mIDeal USB Ethernet/RNDIS2. It can also show in this list as USB RNDIS Ethernet Gadget. Now that we know the computer is connected to the scanner, let's check to see what IP address we will be using to connect to the mIDeal. Click on the Start menu again and type CMD in the Run box. Once the command prompt is up, enter ipconfig /all. Here you can see I have many connections listed. Most likely you will see less connections here. But let's go ahead and scroll to the top and find the field for Panini. We'll want to take a note at the IP address listed under DNS servers. Here you can see we have the IP address of 192.168.4.1. This is what we will want to use to navigate to the mIDeal. Now that we have our IP address, let's close out the command prompt and open Chrome, and we'll enter that IP into the address bar.
If you had a different IP address under DNS servers, whenever I refer to 192.168.4.1 in the rest of this video, please use the address that showed up in the DNS server section. Entering 192.168.4.1 in the address bar of Chrome will bring us to the mIDeal homepage. On this homepage, go ahead and select Configuration from the top left of the menu. Once in the Configuration menu, let's go ahead and select Connection Parameter Setup. On this screen, you'll want to make sure RNDIS TCP IP over USB is selected under USB mode, and the Ethernet is marked Enabled. With both of these options in line, we can select Next. You can see the IP address listed at the top of this page. While it can be changed from this screen, we'll leave the mIDeal set to use 192.168.4.1 for this installation. Let's scroll down to the bottom of this page and you'll see a field labeled HTTPS that will be set to Disabled. Select the drop-down menu next to HTTPS and change it to Default Certificate. If you again scroll down a bit, you'll see that we are now presented with two certificates to download. For this Windows installation, I will be using the root CA certificate download X509DER format. Once you click this link, it will download the certificate, which I have chosen to save to the desktop. After we have our certificate downloaded, we'll go ahead and navigate to the bottom of the mIDeal configuration screen and select Set Configuration. As you can see on this page, Reboot Needed is displayed in red, so we will unplug the mIDeal from power for about 5 seconds and reconnect the power. While we're waiting for the mIDeal to boot back up and reconnect, let's go ahead and install the certificate we saved earlier. To install the certificate, we can simply double-click the file and select Open on the security warning. And once the certificate window opens, click on Install Certificate to open the Certificate Import Wizard. In this wizard, click Next and click the circle next to Place All Certificates into the following store. Click on Browse, and then in this menu, select the Trusted Root Certification Authorities and hit OK. Press Next again and then Finish, and you will be prompted by a security window asking if you'd like to install this certificate. Press Yes and you will receive a prompt letting you know the import was successful. Hit OK and OK again to exit both of these windows. By now our mIDeal should have finished rebooting, check to make sure the light on the scanner is solid orange, and we will navigate to the new address at https://192.168.4.1 to make sure the scanner is connecting correctly. From this point forward, you will always need to navigate to this mIDeal with https://. It has been set to use HTTPS. And any mIDeal with HTTPS disabled will need to be connected to at just the address with no leading HTTPS. Now that we have the certificate installed and we are able to successfully connect to the mIDeal at the HTTP address, we should be ready to navigate to the remote deposit site and begin setting up the profile to use the Panini mIDeal. Let's navigate to the address bar at the top of Chrome, and we will go to the commercial capture site and have the merchant log in with their credentials once they're there. After the merchant has successfully logged in, the first thing we'll want to do is go to Profile. You'll want to make sure Panini mIDeal is selected in the scanner drop-down menu, and the IP address is listed as 192.168.4.1 or whatever other address may have been listed under DNS servers at the beginning of this video. Hit Update Profile and you'll be prompted that the profile was updated successfully. Now that the mIDeal is set up and the customer's profile is set to use the mIDeal, we should be ready to complete a batch. I'm going to go ahead and create a new test batch for this user. During this time, ensure that the flaps on the mIDeal are still open, as once it initializes on this page, you will get a feed error if the flaps are closed. Once the scanner switches from initializing to scanning, the customer can insert their item face up with the maker line towards the right, and the mIDeal will pull the check and add it to the batch. Please note the Panini mIDeal is a single feed scanner, so make sure to only feed one item at a time into the scanner. And we have now successfully installed the mIDeal on a Windows machine and ran a test item through to ensure the scanner is working. Thank you for viewing this training video. To learn more, please check out our other training modules. If you have questions, navigate to our Frequently Asked Questions page for commonly asked questions. If you do not see an answer to your question or need additional assistance, feel free to create a ticket on Client Portal.